Hey guys, so obviously I have some pretty exciting news for you. As you can tell by the title, I got a tattoo and I thought it'd be helpful for some of you to explain my experience and tell you the pain and all that kind of stuff that most gurus do. I'm kind of copying Elle Fowler by doing this, but I figure every experience is different. I definitely had a different experience, a very traumatic experience, so I thought it would benefit you guys to talk about it and tell you why. I do still sound like a man. I'm sorry, I still have some like chest congestion problems, so just ignore that. And I'm doing laundry in the background, so if you hear that, it's a normal Sunday for me. I'm just doing some laundry and cleaning and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I got a tattoo. And I'll just show it. It's on my upper right forearm. So it says float on. I don't know how well you can see that. It is facing me, so when I look down I can read it, and then when I'm just like standing normal, other people cannot. I mean, you can tell what it is, but it's upside down to you guys, but for me it's right side up, and that's significant. So I thought I'd tell you the significance of it, what it means to me, and the pain, my whole experience. This might be kind of a long video, because I do have a story to tell you about what happened at the tattoo shop. So I actually wasn't planning on getting it yesterday. Sam and I we were going to get tattoos together, and we went in yesterday to make an appointment for that, and we knew in the back of our minds, we even talked about it, he's probably going to offer to do it that day because they're so small, and she got something on the back of her neck. I'm going to link her Instagram profile if you want to see what she got. It's amazing. I love it. I'm kind of jealous I didn't get something like that, but this one's perfect for me. By the way, I don't want any like hate about tattoos. Like, I understand some people, it's just not for them. I respect that, so I hope that you can respect me wanting to put ink in my body, because it's my body. Luckily it's not your body, so you don't have to look at this every day for the rest of your life, and I do, and that's fine because I'm not going to get tired of this. I'm so excited about it. So anyway, we went in yesterday and wasn't expecting to get it, but he ended up offering, like we knew he would, because he wasn't doing anything that day. I need some water or something. He wasn't doing anything that day, and so we figured he's probably going to offer, and he did, so we got him. I went first, but I'll get more into the whole experience after I talk about the meaning of what this means to me. It is after the Modest Mouse song, Float On. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. I've loved it since 8th grade, and it's one of those songs that means so much to me because of the lyrics and the upbeatness. I listen to it when I'm really sad or depressed, and it helps propel me through that moment. And, you know, the lyrics will all float on, you know, even if things get heavy, we'll all float on. So you can look up the lyrics for that song if you're curious, or even listen to it. I'd recommend that actually more. But yeah, that's why it's significant. It really helps me get through hard times, and now I have a permanent reminder, and I got it facing me, and I wanted it on my arm because if I was like crying or something and I'm like looking down, I can see it like right in front of my face. I almost got it on my wrist, but wrist isn't really for me. I don't know, I just liked it up here better. And perfect placement because honestly it's like right in my face, and I'll always remember things will always float on. I mean, it's like this too shall pass kind of thing, you know, that things will always get better, and it's so significant in this stage of my life right now that I'm going through, and so I really needed that one. My first one was going to be my bun woman, which if you don't know what that is, sounds really weird. It's of my mom. She wears her hair in a bun every day like a librarian, and she wears glasses, and so when she would sign notes and stuff for me, she would put a little bun woman, and it's just a little stick drawing of her head with a bun on it, and it's so cute, and I'm gonna get that on my left shoulder blade. That'll probably be my next tattoo, but because I'm so traumatized from this one, I'm gonna wait a really long time before I get that one because I'm not ready for a tattoo again yet. The other significant thing about this is the type font, the fact that it's in typewriter font. I was going to do a cursive-y type font, like pretty, and I actually was going to do it facing out so other people could read it, but then it's like, it's for me, not for you guys, you know, so I need to be able to read it. The reason why I opted against cursive, it's not really for me. Cursive is really pretty and happy and everything, but it just didn't feel right, and because it's a permanent thing, it has to be perfect. And type font to me is significant because I'm a writer, and I knew I wanted a tattoo. I was actually going to get a tattoo in this font that said The Writing Writer on my right shoulder blade, like kind of at the top actually. But I ended up not, I don't know how I feel about that one still. I may still get it, or somewhere else even, maybe on the other side in smaller letters. But The Writing Writer is, it's like a partial song title of Coheed and Cambria, which is the band I listen to when I write. So I haven't wrote, whatever, in a really long time. I do have a Writer's Cafe account. If you want to read some of my old stuff, I'll have that link down below. I don't know why that's significant in this video, but I do write, and that's why it's in type font and not cursive, because, you know, typewriter font's like a writer, so that's the other significance of it. That's pretty much all it symbolizes, the fact it's facing me, the words, the font, everything like that. I also did a blog post on my tattoo if you want to see pictures and stuff. I'm going to insert a clip, an up-close clip of my tattoo also. Anyway, now I'm going to talk about the experience, the pain, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we went in there. I went first. I went in, got the stencil on, realized they were like hollow letters, and realized he would then have to do shading, which I wasn't expecting. Shading hurt really bad. And the outline I got through okay. It was when he finished the outline, so he finished the outline and I said, oh, I'm getting lightheaded, and he's like, okay, we'll stop, we'll take a break. I felt pathetic. I was like, we're really taking a break right now for this small little friggin' tattoo. I felt so pathetic, and I just was embarrassed that we were even taking a break. And then Sam's kind of talking to me, and I just get tunnel vision, and I can feel myself like, oh my god, I can't even focus right now. And so I decided to look over and see how much has been done, and none of the shading is done, and it felt like it took forever. This literally took longer than I thought it was going to. Probably took 20 minutes, and I was not expecting that. I was expecting 5 minutes, you know, just a little quick little doop and we'd be out. No, it was 20 minutes. I was not expecting that. That's, I think, one of the reasons why this happened. But I looked down at it. The next thing I know, I'm on the floor looking up into Sam's eyes, and she's like holding me. I don't even know what happened. I passed out, and I was in the chair, and I like started to slide down the chair, and Sam was like, oh my god, and she like had to hold me. I was unconscious, and I actually started convulsing. Like my body was shaking, I was making gurgling noises, and I like had my arm close to my chest, like shaking. And she was like trying to pull my arm away so I wouldn't hurt the tattoo area. It was so embarrassing. So he was out of the room for most of that. It was about 50 seconds I was out. And he came back in the room, and he's like, Sam was freaking out. She's like, you need to call 911, because she thought I was like allergic to the ink and it was going into my heart. She was funny. And he's like, no, she's just passing out. And so he brought me cold compress, so like paper towels that were with cold water on them. That felt so good. I can't even tell you. He's like, push her bangs back and put it on her forehead. And that's when I like started to come to, and I look up at Sam, and she's like, do you know what just happened? And I'm like, yeah, I fell asleep. Like, that's what I said. Because it literally felt like I was sleeping. I dreamt. Like, I don't remember what I dreamt, but I remember dreaming in that 50 seconds. I was out. And so, like, they put a cold compress in my forehead, on my neck, and I was just sitting on the floor for about 15 minutes. I had 2 cups of water and like half a bag of chips. Sam and I split, and I started feeling a lot better. My vision was coming back. I was still really nauseous, and so after like 15 minutes passed, I felt so much better, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to do this. And so I plugged in my headphones and blared music, and then was talking to Sam. So between those 2 things, it was enough distraction for me to finish it. So he was really awesome about it. He didn't make fun of me or make me feel bad for passing out. I honestly think it's because I'm still sick, and I've been pushing my body for the past week. You know, I did Black Friday shopping when I probably shouldn't have, and just I've had Sam spend the night 2 nights, and so we've been hanging out. And though we haven't been doing any like working out or anything, it's just being around people, you know, kind of brings out energy of you know, talking. I had another friend over, and it's just like I'm doing so much, and my body hasn't really recovered from being sick. This is probably really bad for my throat that I'm filming this video and talking and telling the story. So I think it was a combination of that and just being sick, and I was scared because, like, yeah, it hurt really bad, and it wasn't so bad that I would pass out from the pain. It wasn't so much that. It was realizing how much I had to go, and the most painful part was yet to come, that I just freaked out and passed out. I don't know. That's what happened, and it was scary. Scarier for Sam. Sam nearly died. She was like, don't you ever do that to me again, because she thought I was dying because I was like convulsing. It wasn't just like a pass out. My eyes rolled back and they were like half open and I was convulsing, and she thought I was seizing, and it was horrible. I felt so bad. I gave him a good tip though, because I was so embarrassed, and I just like, we were just sitting there watching Office Space, like the three of us, and talking for part of the tattoo time, and I was like, I'm so sorry, this just happened. Like, was not prepared to pass out, and I was so embarrassed too, because I've heard of people passing out from tattoos in like painful areas, shading, you know, giant portraits. What the hell? Why did I pass out for this? Like, really, really embarrassing. And I'll talk about the pain. The worst letter was the T. So the T is like the one in the center. That was really bad. Really, really bad. That was when I was like squeezing Sam's hand. And the outline on that one, and the shading actually. But yeah, the shading definitely hurt way more than the outline. The outline was fine. He even did a little test strip. He's like, okay, I'm gonna put draw like a little line, and he started over here. The outside was fine, like that was nothing. It was like a little cat scratch, totally cool. The inside was like burning, and it was like vibrating down. The pain was like vibrating down my hand. It was the strangest feeling, but I could feel pain just like all through my forearm. It was interesting. And it hurt really bad, and there's something in my eye now. Anyway, so he was like, I'm gonna do a little line, and then you tell me how it feels. So he did a little tester on the end. I was like, that's nothing. Like, that's totally cool. Like, I was surprised that it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it was going to. No. And then he got more into the center letters, and those hurt so bad. So I know that some of you, Rose's Fur Ghost on Instagram and Twitter, she commented saying that she was planning on getting one in that area in December. It's totally tolerable. I just think a combination of things that were stressing me out and just realizing that it wasn't done yet freaked me out so much that I passed out, and the fact that I'm sick. I'm not making excuses. Like, I'm not trying to say I was a strong person. It's just because I'm sick. No, I was a baby about it. No doubt, I was a wimp, and I'm totally okay with admitting that. I thought it wouldn't hurt as much as it did, but it did. So yeah, it hurts, but honestly, if it's something that you want, I have no regrets. And even though I passed out, it was an amazing experience because he made it so amazing. Like, I can't even tell you how great he was. I'd tell you where I go, but it's like really next to my house, so it's like down the street. Yeah, everything around me, well, everything that I do is like around my house, so I can't really like tell you like where I work, where I go to school. Tattoo place that I go to is all like right next to my house. Anyway, I highly recommend it, but if you live locally and you have questions, I can tell you, and you can just contact me if you know where I live and everything, because I know some of you do know where I live, and some of you have seen me in person. But that's my experience. I just thought I'd share it with you about getting the tattoo. It was awesome. I'm really happy that I did it, and no regrets whatsoever, and it looks so cool. I'm so excited. I could just stare at it all day. Like, I'm obsessed with it, and that's how you should feel about your tattoo. You should want to look at it all day and just be so happy and thankful that you have it. So I really am. So I hope this video was helpful for some of you. I'm going to have footage in here somewhere of the close-up in case you're interested in seeing it up close, you know, just like from my view. So I'll have that. I don't know if I've already put that in here or not. I just have to edit this video all together. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, no judgment. It's not your body, it's mine. So I don't know why people hate on tattoo videos so much, but they do, and I don't understand it personally. But just have to throw that disclaimer out there. It's my body. I don't know why I need to say that, but people are weird and think that their opinion matters to me. Like, I can go back at this point. Why make me feel bad for it now? Anyway. enough with the negative talk. Anyway, let me know if you've ever gotten a tattoo and how bad it was for you. If you've ever passed out, I'd love to not feel alone in this, because he was like, I have had about a dozen people pass out on me in the past 5 years. And I'm like, that's hardly anything. Like, that made me feel worse. I was like, wow, so this is like rare. It's like 2 a year. It was embarrassing. Anyway, hopefully sharing my experience helps some of you. I don't want to scare any of you to thinking that it's like this horrible experience. It was amazing. And it was a good bonding moment for my friends, so make sure you go with somebody that you trust and care for. And I doubt any of you will pass out. It's just a combination of things for me that made me pass out. So anyway, that's my excuses. No, I was a baby. I was just a baby about it. But it's a painful spot. It really is. And I wasn't expecting it. But I mean, I knew it was going to hurt, but I don't know. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.